My name is Mike McMahan, and I'm a retired Air Force officer. We are in this particular house. It was a rental home of ours, but we are now in it to upgrade it, and the basement needed some major work, and that's why we're where we're at right now. I learned that you have to get several different contracts to see who's the best one. So that's exactly what we did here. The reputation, Woods has a good reputation. When I talked around with other people, Woods was came up very strong. And then when I talked to the contractor that's doing the actual excavation here, he was impressed with Woods and compared to other basement people that he'd been working with in the past, and he also was impressed. So I took his professional opinion as well as the private personal opinions of other people. We're currently on day 2 of the installation project. The project is going quite well, in my opinion. The improvement in the basement walls, they were bowed in quite a bit, and Mark worked on one of the worst ones today, and it is significantly better than it was. This is the north wall, the wall they just finished today, and you can see this horizontal crack here is virtually closed. It was very similar to the one on the other wall over there, and it was the second most major crack. Additionally, at the base, the wall had kicked out just a little bit, and when they straightened the wall up, they were able to pull that back also. The technique they're using is one that does two things. One, it stabilizes the wall where it is, if that's what you want, so you don't have any additional damage, but they can also pull the wall back and get it very close to its original state of construction by just tightening these bolts in through the anchors they've got out in the wall. Just to show you really what we're talking about here from a little more technical standpoint, I'll grab Matt's level here and put it up against the wall just to show you how far out of plumb this last remaining wall is. And you can take a look at it and see from there that it definitely needs some help. But tomorrow it should be just fine, like the north wall is now. If I were to recommend Woods, and not only if I would recommend, but when I recommend Woods to my neighbors, it was because of their salesmanship of Mark and the customer support that Mark provided us. Secondly, the issue of dollars was a factor. Once the guys got here, they were top of the line. Working together in cooperation and teamwork are obvious. Safety is certainly something that they practice under any circumstances. They went so far as to even coordinate, even though we'd had all the utilities and everything marked, they made a second coordination with the neighbor just to make sure that there wasn't anything there. So I mean, that little extra effort was certainly appreciated, and she appreciated it as well, because she knows things are going on here, but the personal contact from their standpoint was a touch that she appreciated. And I just have been pleased with the product thus far.